Hey, this is the BGN-CAST. I'm Dan Resler.
I'm Paul Pratt.
I'm Josh Kinney.
I'm Alex.
And this is our first video podcast, at least the first one that we're posting, I believe. We've made several, like 5 or 6?
Something like that.
But you lost track.
They've all either been horrible or I've completely lost the files.
You have lost track. You have lost track in many ways.
So, yes, we're going to call those practice runs, and then this is the first one we're actually posting. We're still doing the Battle Gamer News show. This is just something extra on the side so we can talk about all the crap that we couldn't get into the regular show.
Exactly.
Actually, all of the wonderful and glorious information, not crap.
It's true. We don't make crap on this video.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, we do. We make a lot of crap.
Drew just makes crap. The rest of us don't.
Yeah, musical crap that we put at the beginning of our not crap.
His music's not that good.
It's wonderful. Anyway.
What? And I meant not that bad by saying
That's what
that.
I meant by. That's what I meant. I don't know what's going on.
So yeah, just ignore it. We're not making fun of you at all.
Never
Nope.
seen him doing
Ever.
such a
Especially
thing.
not because of your hair.
Okay, good. Because
He's a ginger, no soul. Anyway,
it's old.
we're mostly here to talk about video games because that's what this channel is. It's got it in the name. What? But I think we should start off with the elephant in the room. Egypt had a change of government while I was in study
Egypt
hall.
in the room?
There's an Egypt in the room. It's over there. We've got our own like miniaturized Egypt. It's got little mini people making.
That's pretty neat.
Mini
Making little revolts.
making little mini revolts and mini economic crises.
Is it an
crises.
economic crisis?
Well, there was one a long time ago.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, there was something with Britain.
Fun.
I read it on
Pyramids.
a Yahoo News article.
I read
so-
something interesting online that said that something like 1/4 of the population of Egypt lives in Cairo.
Really?
Yeah, because the entire
Dang.
Egypt is just like wasteland, desert. So
Well,
the only
yeah.
place they can live is along the Nile, and the biggest place on the Nile is Cairo.
Egypt's population is. I heard it on CNN. It was 800 million, right? Somewhere in there.
I think so.
That's a pretty big population.
800 million? Wow. I thought he said billion. That was
Yes,
a
there's
lot of
actually more
people.
people in Cairo than there is in the total planet.
Which means, therefore, there are like 200 million people living in one city.
that's that's not too bad actually.
But it's kind of small, isn't it? Like,
The
I
city?
mean, geographically speaking.
what's Indianapolis's population? It's like 350,000
1,000 maybe. I don't know. We don't have that many.
It's like probably like 2 million.
Yeah, 3 million I think would be a good estimate for Indianapolis.
Really?
So 200 million living in a city is...
The entire population of Iceland, for a frame of reference, is 300,000.
Oh, I know. So ridiculous. Well, I mean, Iceland's basically the size of Indianapolis.
it's smaller.
Yeah.
Reykjavik is like
Bleepsville.
It's like this. Oh crap! I have to bleep that out.
Bleep, that's where we're from.
It's
No, it's
from,
not.
that town.
Bleepsville. Bleepsville. Bleepsville.
Bleepsville. We're from Bleepsville. Anyway, God, I hope I remember to bleep that out. because and this is an interesting bit of news. I'm sure you're all well up to date on the Dan plan.
Dan play.
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
So that is dramatically less creepy now. But as
made it better.
sort of an offshoot of that, you suck, by the way. As an offshoot of that,
As an offshoot of the offshoot, or the
No,
offshoot of...
as an offshoot of the original plan, now there is a legitimate, very creepy person who is like creeping my creepers, if that makes any sense.
So they found your creepers through you, and they are creeping your creepers, or
They're
they...
creeping my creepers as an extension of creeping me.
I don't
make
understand.
sense?
Like, are they creeping you?
Yes,
By creeping
through
them?
my creepers.
That's interesting.
Does it make
So
sense?
they're not even directly contacting you like they were?
No, it's actually become sort of a mystery.
Wow.
For the record, the Dan, okay, let's backtrack.
Dan Plan hashtag
Yeah, if you search hashtag Dan Plan, it's very funny.
on Twitter.
I like to call it
I have-
sign. There's nothing there. Nothing at all.
Roughly 20% of you probably watch my vlog, which is youtube.com/Dan Resler with a Z, REZLER. And that's essentially my non-gaming channel. And as an extension of that, there's this group of girls who are actually very funny, and they're not legitimate creepers. It's just something they've done to be funny. Have made this essentially creepy way of becoming my friends, right? Which is in and of itself sort of weird. And then from
Very
that,
weird.
Or awesome.
or awesome, or both. Anyway,
both.
Probably both. Anyway, as an offshoot of that, now I have one legitimate.
No, you're skipping the entire concept of the Dan Plan. There,
Oh my
were,
God,
there were
Jinx.
phases.
There were faces.
There were phases, and they went through these phases one at a time. There were 6 of them.
Until you
And I
screwed it
remember
up.
phase
There
number...
were 5 phases, actually.
There were 5
they added
phases.
They did a 6th phase,
They,
really?
Yeah, they did in the comments, I think.
Yeah.
But the central hub was with this one person, and she was setting up like pretty much the whole thing.
She was doing that list.
Right.
That we're making
Right.
videos and that sort of thing.
And I think the last phase, which they added, was actual verbal confirmation of Dan Plan by Dan himself
on a vlog,
which you did after like phase 2.
Yes. No, I did it after phase 3. I only skipped one phase 4. I'm not sure what that was. Oh, that was contact me on Skype, which they did afterwards.
Yeah, because you gave up your Skype name.
Yeah, I made a new Skype name just
you
in
probably
case that
shouldn't
went
say
horribly
that.
south. But for the record, it did not. So yeah.
But anyway, and then phase 5 was then a rap battle, which
that was awesome.
Which did commence,
So good.
and it is done now. I don't.
So
do you know who won?
I'm not going to judge a winner because I feel like that would only end badly for all parties involved.
Because they're all fairly.
They're all funny and they're all like
Yeah.
I mean, they're not legitimately good rapping.
I don't think anybody expected that.
No. One of them is in. Have you seen the one with the hat? It's like an umbrella,
Mm-mm.
a multicolored umbrella. It's like the craziest thing.
I only watched one of them, and then I gave up on the rap thing.
Yeah. God, so weird. Very funny though. Did I tell you guys about my cougar as well?
Yes.
That's a great.
That was a good story too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I love cougars.
There was
Paul knows, you've seen this.
40-year-old woman comment on your video.
She wasn't 34. Actually, the age difference between myself and this very weird person is the age difference between my parents. So it's actually not that weird.
Hey, perfect.
That's not a cougar then. Cougar's like
she
35 plus.
She has a child and husband, and I don't think that she should be flirting with
Then
me.
that's just strange.
And then she got blocked. But it was funny for the time. I was like, block.
That's going to end well.
There's like a wall of China between you and her now.
Only it actually stopped the Huns. You get what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the Great Wall of China didn't stop
Yeah.
the Huns, and mine worked because that's how.
So you're making
It was
a
like
history reference.
the
Yeah.
greatest wall.
I tried to make a history reference, and then I kind of screwed it up, and then I just started thinking about Mulan.
You know what the ultimate wall would be? Like, of course, if they didn't blow it up. It would be the material that they made the sides of the car wash tunnel out of at Mike's Car Wash.
What
Having worked there, I have not tried to climb the walls, but they are like hospital white.
Yeah, they're
know?
like
And
straight white.
they're plastic. And
That's what the Wall of China was made out of?
No, that's what I'm saying they should be made out of.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
if you can't blow it up.
You could just
Assuming you have
stab
no
through it.
explosives. Because it is literally the slipperiest stuff you can put in solid form on a wall.
And would that wall come with those stuffed animals at the end of the tunnel?
The stuffed Wall of China.
It's funny because at the end of the day, you know, when you're cleaning everything out and taking everything inside, the animals that are on top of the traffic cones at the front of the tunnel get literally frozen solid from the overspray from the cars. So they're like little cubes, and you can pick them up and hold them upside down, and they retain their shape.
I think we're gonna have to explain this because I'm assuming not everywhere in the world has Mike's car washes.
Mike's Car Wash is local to the Midwest states. There's like 3 in Ohio, but all of them are in Indiana pretty much. This is basically a car wash where you go and it's, you know, we try to maintain an image that is better than a gas station car wash.
Family friendly.
Yeah. It's, yes.
Whoa.
And I can attest to the song "Working at the Car Wash." Yes.
So what they do is at the end, at the drying area where they dry your car, there's all these like Disney. They're not Disney. What is it? It's like Sesame
They're
Street.
just there's Sesame Street characters. They also have Disney characters out front. There's a Dora the Explorer, all that stuff.
Just hanging
Dora the Explorer
ominously
is from
nooses.
Nickelodeon.
They're not hanging they're sitting in car seats, which is kind of strange.
Yeah.
But they sit at the end of the tunnel and then they get all blown around by the dryers and everything. It's kind of funny to watch them do their thing. But
It's a good gimmick.
Yeah, the whole
It helps
it's
soothe
weird
the
because
children.
there used to be things on the glass on the windows that were like characters like Blue's Clues or Blues from Blues. I don't know what his name is exclusively, but then they took them down, but the outline is still there. Like they didn't clean the windows well enough when they took them down.
Ironic for a car wash.
Yeah, so the outline of the character is still on the window, but it's not there anymore.
That's weird. Do you guys have like licensing for that? Do you have to
I think so.
That must be like 100% of profits go towards licensing.
I don't think so. Well,
Like it's become a non-profit thing to support Disney.
Yeah.
I don't know because they're licensed characters.
They are. So I don't know how Mike's does that.
I think you just put them in there, and it's like okay.
And then Disney was like, we could sue them, but
you know,
But they're supporting us, so why would we do that?
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Disney, this is a super old story, but I just want to talk about it. This happened several
What?
months
Walt
ago.
Disney is a slave driver?
Yes, that. And
Oh, you drive slaves.
and
Probably don't run very fast.
you know.
Well, I was not thinking.
Do we have to like restart now?
No, I think we're good. It wasn't an explicit reference to anything.
Okay.
I was referring to like driving. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Go back to your Pokemon.
I'm going back.
go back to your Pokemon and cup full of cereal.
Think before you talk.
Anyway,
Bad.
anyway, so Disney, you know how Disney has a? Did you guys know Disney has a town? There's a town that Disney has created.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called.
And
It's
people
like
got shot there?
Disney World.
yes, they had their first murder a couple months ago, which I just think is
In
so
this
exciting.
town that Disney owns.
yeah, they've literally created a town, and you have to like you have to apply to live there.
Holy
It's essentially like a little Disney utopia. Like they had created a utopia.
That's hilarious.
It's like super expensive,
But then they had a murder.
and it's like this walled-in city, or not? It's a town.
It's probably like a gated community.
It's
type
yeah,
thing.
it's gated. No, I didn't.
a
They
trap.
built giant walls. You can't ever leave.
Great Wall of Disney.
But they had their first murder, which was exciting. And then when you look at the picture of the
Exciting.
murderer, you're just like, how did they let that guy in? He's the creepiest like pedophile dude you've ever seen.
That's great.
Who was murdered?
I don't know, someone, Mickey Mouse.
Probably like the guy who played Donald Duck in all the like Disney dinners or something.
I don't know.
Those
So-
are the
but anyway, someone got murdered. Hilarious.
Hilarious. Good story.
Hilariously tragic, might we add. We're not making fun of murders.
Did anyone play that Epic Mickey game?
I
No.
played it for like 5 minutes.
I heard it was okay.
I was going to, but then it's like on the Wii.
But the basic mechanic was you throw paint with one trigger, you remove paint with the other trigger that does damage and heals. And
Yeah, and it's like evil to
it
remove
just
paint,
didn't work.
right?
It was an interesting concept. The platforming was really bad though.
Well, because
Well,
it's the Wii.
I guess.
Which is interesting because Nintendo is like platformers 101.
That's
I
their
know.
stuff. Like they
Exactly.
should be good at that.
Like the thing was,
was
like,
it a
they spent so much
platformer or
effort,
was
like,
it
making a cool
3D
world for this
platformer.
game? And then they just like stuck no mechanics in it whatsoever.
Yeah, the big thing I considered at least running it, right?
Mhm.
Because it kind of seemed like a cool concept. And then they're like, there will be no voice acting. You have to read it all. And I'm like, nope, not happening.
Like that's just standard now.
That kills me. That's the reason I.
If you're
don't
making
like
a story-based
handheld
game,
consoles.
you have to have voice acting. There's no way
Even if
around
it's
that.
Mickey, I
even
mean,
if it's a little kid story, it's got to be.
And especially
Jiminy
with
Cricket needs to have a voice.
especially with like a Disney game, they have so much money. How do you not pay for voice acting?
I think what they, I think the reason they did it, or their defense of it was that a lot of the characters were from the silent movie era.
That's true.
And they wanted to keep them true. So I thought, okay, for the characters that were from the silent era, give them
Right.
text, and then give the people that weren't voices.
Right, because the original characters didn't have voices. How do you do that?
Yeah.
You can't put a voice on a character.
On like Oswald or what?
Right.
Was it a mouse? Oswald the mouse?
It was there was a mouse before Mickey.
Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
Steamboat Willie.
Awesome.
No,
Before Mickey.
that was the film. Steamboat Willie was the film.
There was
Oswald
Oswald.
Yeah.
I don't think that was Mickey though.
It was the precursor to Mickey.
No.
Right?
Steamboat Willie was
Misty.
the Steamboat Willie was the precursor to Mickey. Oswald was not a mouse. I think.
He was like,
Let me-
I don't know. I don't know
I
my
got
Disney
this.
knowledge. You got this?
Wait
Oh
a
yeah, I
minute,
forgot we
yeah.
can look stuff up. You're gonna have to turn on the wireless internet.
It's off.
Yeah, it's up here on the thing
On the thing.
next
Is
to
it
the
that.
next to the Wugama.
Is it that
Who's it
angle?
now?
Airport.
Airport? That's it. God. Welcome to Mac World.
Why would it,
It's an airport.
That's what it's called. I don't know.
God, and I have to use Safari
planes
too.
in there?
No, I don't.
No, you
have
don't.
Chrome.
I've got Chrome. I'm such a Google fanboy. It's
Chrome
there's no
on
way.
a Mac, which are
Chrome
direct
crashes my
competitors
computer.
in the smartphone market. Okay, what are we looking up?
What are we doing?
Precursor to Mickey.
Hey, for the record, the reason I keep getting up and walking over there is because that camera's jank and likes to turn off sometimes. So just ignore that.
Just
completely.
randomly.
You know what I realize is funny? That people watching this could really go on the internet right now and look this up for themselves.
Yeah.
If they really
Oswald
can.
the Lucky Rabbit.
It's more fun to watch us look stuff up.
Oswald was the rabbit.
Yes, he was a rabbit. I know that. What was he in? Was he in Steamboat Willie?
He was in
He was in everything.
All of it.
them
1927.
The Adventures
after,
of Oswald.
After Disney's series of Alice comedies had run its course.
Oswald from Russia with Love.
No.
Mickey is his half brother.
Whoa, really? Does it
He
say
was
that?
he was voice acted.
Seriously.
He was voice acted?
Yes.
So now they had no excuse. Who made this? It was Disney and it was
I don't know.
I don't follow Wii games.
I didn't honestly
Who am I
care enough.
kidding, right? I don't know.
Like I got it for Christmas, and I was like, you know, what? I'm gonna give it a try. I'm just gonna throw it out there, see what happens. You know, Disney just bit me.
What game we were talking about a game earlier before the podcast. There's not an MMO. We thought it was an MMO. It's not an MMO.
The
It's-
zombie Microsoft game?
Yeah, it's an Xbox Live arcade game, but it's going to be like more expensive than normal. Like it's almost full
Will it
retail
have a
price.
fee, like monthly?
I don't think so. It's not an MMO. It's just like a big open world game. It's where you are a survivor of a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse was after Oswald
Yeah, I got that because they had some reason, like some legal reason, they had to stop using Oswald. There's some like copyright or something, and then they switched to Mickey.
Whoa.
Who
There's
looks
some guy
almost
named
like-
Mince.
hold on.
Mince demanded
It says-
that Walt take a 20% budget cut. And
then Walt was
as
like,
leverage,
"Hell no."
he reminded
This is,
Disney
like,
that
important.
Mince owned the character and revealed that he already signed most of Disney's current employees to his new contract. So this guy Mince, Charles Mince owned the rabbit, but he ordered Walt Disney to take a budget cut for some reason. I don't see it why. And he threatened to get rid of him, but then Eworks and Clark created the Mickey Mouse, and they just went on with that.
So Disney drama preceded Ice Princess.
What?
That was a great joke I just made. None of you got it.
Whoa,
That's okay.
I don't get-
Ice Princess was a Disney movie. It was very dramatic, and I said, don't worry about it.
Hey,
Let's go back to the zombie game.
Wait, there's something important I need to say, but like, okay, Frank Welker actually voiced Epic Mickey.
Frank Welker.
Yes, there is actually a voice actor for him
Epic Mickey?
in Epic Mickey.
Because he does like a lot of kids games. He makes noises. He doesn't say things, but he goes "Wow!" and like stuff like that.
Voice
That was my
There
that was my Mickey impression.
There was some voice acting. Maybe he just did the sound effects, like
they just
like
make
the
noises,
grunts
and that sort of thing.
yeah, because
and
Mickey definitely goes.
Mickey does it all the time.
No, he goes ah. Oh, I'm a Mickey Mouse.
He doesn't
That
sound
was
like
Mario.
Michael Jackson.
Is that your dying horse? That's pretty good. Hey, you could be the next Nathan Drake,
Dude,
or
I
I
know.
mean, who voices him?
Did you have something
somebody
important
said-
open on joystick? Because if you did, I just closed it.
Yeah, probably. It was like if it was a reminder to myself, Dan, if you don't read this, you're going to explode, and you're like, close.
Probably wasn't important.
Yeah. No, I get
Caught a jinx.
I get to the point where when I surf the internet, I just have like 5 million tabs open, and
You're like my
none,
German teacher.
None of them have anything important.
My
What's a
German
good
teacher
jinx name?
complains.
Ooh, okay. Paul has this thing where he has to like name all his Pokemon.
I have to name every
Great.
Pokemon. I always have to ask people to help me
Nickname.
name them.
What is Jinx? What is Jinx?
Jinx
Jinx is a
this
psychic Pokemon, right?
lady with purple skin and a red dress and blonde hair.
Oprah Winfrey.
Lady of the
Oprah.
Night.
Perfect. Because, actually there was like a scandal in one of the early episodes of the Pokemon TV show where they found the Jinx character to be racist.
Whoa!
Because she is a black woman with like overly emphasized big lips.
I didn't even. You just made me a racist.
I did, I know.
God.
And they actually officially changed the character model to have purple skin to avoid being offensive. Like
Wow.
they literally would not air that TV.
I said Oprah just because of the purple, because Oprah always wears really ugly purple dresses.
Yeah.
Or at least in
It's
like
now Oprah.
Love you,
Congratulations, Dan.
Oprah.
I think that's
You're
just
the
a result of
best.
being slightly aging.
You know, I'm imagining that like at the end, like when Oprah goes off the air, like what's she gonna give them? She's like, congratulations, you have a new island.
I think she's probably gonna like refinance their houses or
Yeah,
like
just-
pay off all of their mortgages or something. Like she's already done cars. How is she gonna beat that?
I actually knew somebody who was at the car one.
What did they get?
A car.
Like did they get to choose or was
Yeah,
it
I
just
think it's a pretty standard car for everyone.
It was a specific car.
still it's a car?
I know, like
Was
what?
It,
Who
it
has
was
that
like
kind of
paid off and everything. Like here's a car.
She gave them a car.
Done.
car done.
You're
Like she can wake up in the morning and be like, "Hey Jeff, I want to give everyone a car," and Jeff will be like, "All right,
good idea.
Oprah."
Great idea.
That's probably that's a big publicity stunt. Though.
Oh, definitely.
I bet that worked out for them.
No, it was already. It was all. I just screwed that up.
It
It's
was.
okay.
It was
We'll
already.
It was. It was only over the news for like 3 weeks.
I know.
So
It worked for them.
Yeah.
So
not that she got.
I don't think she got all the car money back, but still.
Well, she probably did.
You think so? You
I think she
you
probably
the
made
Oprah
enough-
Winfrey show makes that kind of cash. Like who still watches Oprah?
Are you
Honestly.
serious?
Who watches Oprah besides
All
like
of
80-year-old housewives?
All of the moms who stay at home all day watch Oprah.
Dan, I know
All
you're
of
not
the-
a stay-at-home mom, but there are people who.
All of the stay-at-home moms who have kids that are younger, like 7 or 8, probably watch Oprah. That is millions and millions of women.
It's like saying girls don't play video games. Dan.
I'm pretty sure where they watch the DIY
And all of
network.
all of the ads on Oprah are directed specifically at them, so they pay extra money.
I understand that's their main demographic, but like they can't be substantial anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Middle-aged women. You don't think there are many?
There's no way. Like half the show
Oh,
is
yeah.
commercials. Who watches that?
Oh yeah, like why is the View still on the air?
Well, the View is on the air because every once in a while they get in like the biggest fight and just like start smacking each other. It's
People
awesome.
just watch it just in case.
I always watch it every once in a while just to see if Whoopi cracks a good joke or ever. Because
Wait, is that what Whoopi Goldberg's from?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
Well,
not
I
where
mean that's
she's.
not where she's from.
That's
Wasn't
that's
she from
one
the
of her
tic-tac-toe
outlets.
game thing?
You just said he.
I did not. I said she.
Dan did.
Oh, did I? I'm
I
sorry.
meant C.
I'm sorry. Whoopi Goldberg is a legitimately good
That
actress.
tic-tac-toe thing was post-stardom.
I don't even know
What tic-tac-toe thing?
The celebrity tic-tac-toe where they sit in this big, huge wall.
It's like
that is a
lame
tic-tac-toe
It's
game.
like lame celebrity poker, and it lasts 5 seconds.
Well, and they have to answer they have to answer questions. I think the person got to pick which celebrity answered which question or something. And if they got tic-tac-toe, if they got it wrong, it was the opposite of their whatever, their X
their
or
choice,
O.
their extra.
And if they got it right, it was their thing. So, they could go... If they weren't confident in the question, I guess you would go somewhere that wasn't in line with wherever you were.
Okay.
Good story.
I don't know.
Have you guys seen that XKCD chart of tic-tac-toe?
Yeah.
Of like
It's
all-
ridiculous.
All the choices you should make depending on if you're X or O.
Mhm.
That's the craziest chart I've ever seen. Like I stared at it for like 15 minutes straight.
Yeah, I couldn't because I look at all the XKCD comics on my phone, but they're all low res,
Oh.
Yeah.
so you can't see any of the details. Like on the story flow chart thing
Oh, that was so
with
cool.
the Star Wars thing that was like 12
And
things
Lord of
going
the
across.
Rings, yeah.
I couldn't see anything. It was just a big blur.
If I'm smart, those photos will be part of the video right now. Oh my god, it's crazy.
Hey, look at those.
and then I was
Love
lazy
that
and
one.
it didn't actually happen. My
Ah.
bad.
Because you don't listen to it, you just remember you needed to cut something and
Yeah,
try
and then
to
I'm like,
look for it.
I know I need to cut something in that video.
Oh my god, Puff is learning a new move.
Puff is learning a move.
New move.
What's Puff?
with a
Puff
TM
is-
or
Oh, the Magic
dragon.
Dragon. The Magic Dragon.
Puff the Magic
Oh.
Dragon.
Puff wants to learn Aqua Tail.
Was
That sounds like a bad idea.
is that even a good move at all?
I don't recommend it.
It's a great move, actually.
Like
Is it
remotely.
is it in any way similar to Tail Whip?
Does it do damage?
It does damage. It's water. It's got 90 power, physical, with a 90% accuracy rate.
See, I haven't played anything past gold version, so I don't know what physical damage
That's definitely
means.
replacing Dragon Rage.
Why would
Okay.
you ever replace Dragon Rage?
It always does 40 damage. Okay, that's useless.
Why is that? How's that useful?
I said it's not useful.
How's that useless?
Well, all right. Consider the following. What if?
No, you can't steal that. You can't steal
You're not
that.
Bill Nye.
That's Bill
I
Nye's
just made
line.
an unintentional Bill Nye reference. Anyway,
Consider the following.
I can't believe I just did that. Wow.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I should.
Stealing that poor man's
Okay.
line.
Look,
All
it's
right.
either that or Twister.
Okay, so you're going back. You want a Butterfree. You didn't know you wanted a Butterfree before.
I don't have
You
Butterfree.
well, you go back and
Nor does he want
and,
one.
and you're grinding levels on your Caterpie, right? But you want your Caterpie to get
You really don't have to grind levels. Butterfree, you get Butterfree like level 16.
Okay, anyway, the point is, right, you're fighting this Metapod, right? And you're grinding it on this low-level
But
character
you
who
are
can't
Caterpie,
kill
and you're fighting a Metapod.
that's much higher
The
level.
question is, why are you grinding on a Metapod?
Because they won't attack you.
That's stupid.
They want to
No,
attack
I mean,
No, because they won't attack you.
are we talking about like Dirty Dancing, or are we talking about like leveling
Oh
up?
my god. We're talking about leveling up.
All right, I just forgot Dragon Rage, so that happened.
Okay. Just like, oh god, I forgot.
Crap, how do I do this?
Forgot my keys and Dragon Rage. Anyway, but what, like, you know how you can grind on Metapods because they won't ever attack you?
Yeah,
So that way they get like 90% of the experience. Then you come in with someone else and to finish it, right? But during the meantime, Metapod has hardened like 80 times, and all your attacks only do 1 damage, and it's gonna take 6 years to kill it. Oh wait, Dragon Rage 40 damage, done. Boom. Boom.
Yep.
When exactly does Caterpie
Actually,
learn
the-
Dragon Rage?
Hey, Dan,
Oh.
that 40 damage is also calculated into defense, so...
Actually, no, it's not. It is a pure 40 damage.
Which is why it's
Really?
wonderful. See, I'm just a tactician,
See, the
and
thing
you're
is,
just not.
a lot of Pokemon have more health than 40.
So? You don't need to one-hit everything.
A lot of things have like 120 health, so like,
Let's jump back to that previous statement.
That's
You
6-6.
don't need to one-hit everything? What is
Yeah.
the point of the
What?
game?
You don't. If you do one-hit everything, it gets boring.
No.
There's no challenge.
No.
Josh, watch me one hit something.
Did you one-hit it?
Yes, I did.
Nice!
It's not.
The way I always play Pokemon is I always had like one Pokemon that was like level 1,000,000, and then all my other Pokemon were like level
So
10.
you looked in. Please
Well,
check
yeah,
my
because
Pokemon
you can't-
levels. Except ignore Lucky Balls.
Is
that a
We've got
Magnite?
33, 33, 6, 33. Wow, you are completely even spread. You are so boring.
Have you been like, oh my god, this leveled up next Pokemon?
Yes, that's how I play.
You have the milk thing? The cow? What are they
Cow.
called?
He has the milk. All right, Miltank has the worst ability. I don't say worst because it's like not effective. I say worst because it's really gross when you think about it. He's got this ability called Milk Drink,
Yeah, this is so gross.
which can be used in combat and out of combat. Now, this is a cow Pokemon with Milk Drink.
Yeah,
So,
so
so
drinks
at some
itself?
point, at some point, it drinks milk from itself to regain health.
it's also a dude.
Or if you're out of combat, you can have the other Pokemon drink milk from you and regain health.
Yeah, it's basically a infinite health potion.
Except it drains health from the milk tank.
Oh, does it now?
Mhm.
It didn't used to. That sucks.
From the milk tank?
From the milk tank is its name.
You used to be able to buy them from. We are talking about Pokemon way too much. I'm
No,
sorry.
we're not.
Let's move back.
No, we're not.
Here's what I did. I
No,
started
no,
doing
no.
homework while you guys talked about Pokemon.
right,
That's how much I care about this.
Let's help Bridges do his homework, shall we? Review the parts of a microscope. Okay. What? It says review the parts of a microscope, and then Bridges wrote okay. let me just. What?
So great.
Oh my
God
God.
dang it, Bridges.
That's not going to focus on it at all. Use the blog camera.
It's cool. I don't care.
Use it.
He wrote okay. That's like find X and circling it. It's awesome. How do you determine the total magnification of an image on our scope? By looking at it.
On a physics thing once, he said, if I put my child on the swing and push her away, if the length of the swing chain is like X meters, we were doing pendulums at the time, and she
So
weighs
fascinating.
this amount, how long will it take her to come back to me? And I said 18 years, give or take.
That's weird. That's pretty funny, actually. This says, how are SEMs and TEMs different? If I recall, TEMs get used once you give it to one Pokemon.
Yeah, and then SMs you can...
SMs, those are like the permanent ones. Like,
Okay.
you can't unlearn them. And
So SMs are like surf, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then
Actually-
TMs are like sleep or something
they
stupid
sometimes
like
call
that.
them HMs, hidden moves, but I like to think of them as special moves.
Can't you only buy TMs?
Your
Oh my god, Pokemon!
Your homework is really weird, Bridges.
It's microbiology. What do you expect?
What are the steps of a gram stain? How would gram plus and a gram dash cell appear after each step? That's not even English. That's not even close to
It's
English.
microbiology. It doesn't have to be English. It's
Oh,
science.
man. It's science.
Like physics, we use lambdas.
You know, me and Paul were in Chicago earlier this week. It was this weekend.
That sounds like us.
That does sound like us. I made a vlog about it if you want to check it out. Self-promotion.
Hey.
And basically, we're in a club called Model UN, which is Model United Nations.
Oh, wait, that's what I go to on Tuesdays?
Yeah,
That
no.
explains it.
I thought it was physics club.
Whoa.
I love physics. Helps me with Pokemon.
It does help you with Pokemon. Like, especially those ice problems where you have to slide around.
We have to use fire.
Yeah,
I
anyway.
hated
I'm
that
actually
gym.
doing the ice problems right now.
In gold version, I hated that gym
That-
so
it's-
much.
It took like 10 years.
It was impossible.
Well, the thing is,
I
I'm
gave
in the
up and
cave
gave it to my
after.
friend.
How did everything turn into Pokemon? That is
Actually, you turned that one into Pokemon.
did not.
Yes, you were like, ice problems, gym.
Anyway, we were in Chicago for a conference. That was pretty fun. And while we were there, one of the things, the University of Chicago is who runs the conference. And I'm running back to my Circle X jokes, which is why, if you're following my train of thought, one of the things you have to do to go to the University of Chicago that I think is very cool is you have to write an essay where they'll ask you a very vague question, and that's it. And you just have to write an essay, and the more creative you are, the better your odds are.
I think that's cool.
So, like, one year, their question was simply, find X. That's all it said. No problem. It just said, find X. So my moderator, the person that is the assistant to my chair person who runs the meeting. Wow. So I have to describe my descriptions. Anyway, my moderator had, for find X, figured out a way that the first sentence of the first word of every sentence started with an X. Right? And then within those sentences, she made it so that there was a perfect X on her paper with the words. So it was like complete nonsense. The essay didn't make any sense whatsoever.
Okay.
Like, it made basic grammatical sense. Like, there was always a subject and a verb, but other than that, it made no sense. But it formed the perfect X, and each sentence started with an X. And she got in. I think
That was her
That's
essay.
cool.
that was her essay.
I would have probably just circled it and mailed it back,
Mm-hmm.
which is not creative at all anymore.
Just
It would be like the first time they saw it, but then it's like, God, like 50 people
Yeah.
did this.
yeah. So that would be funny. But I thought that was pretty snazzy.
I think I remember it was like a religion, like in religious education class, something. I read it online, and they said if all the people keep going down to hell and it never gets bigger, what happens to it?
It's like a math problem. If there are 4 cubic miles in hell,
Or he
and the average person going to hell weighs 250 pounds.
No, and he
'Cause
said
fat people
something-
are way more prone.
he said something. No, the question
hell.
was, over time, does hell get hotter or colder?
Hotter.
No,
Body heat. Well, no. What's the average temperature in hell normally?
actually, I forget.
Google it.
It gets colder because if hell stays the same size,
Yes.
but more people keep going there and they have a definite volume, then hell keeps getting infinitely denser, which means it gets colder.
And temperature goes down with density.
if you increase,
But well,
pressure,
it depends.
then the
Robert,
molecules
just make
can
an Islamic joke, please.
molecules can move less. So.
For the record, Bridges does
Or
not
something
make
like that.
Muslim jokes on a regular basis. That is a reference that I will not go to the links to explain.
Previous
Love
take.
you, Paul.
Don't worry about it.
But with density, temperature goes down. I didn't actually know that.
I think it might go up. I don't know. I took chemistry last year and almost failed, so
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about it.
I was in your chem class. We spent the entire time just
Failing.
making jokes and failing.
me, you, and CJ, right?
You were in my chem class second semester.
semester.
He was first semester.
Yeah.
First semester was better.
Shut up.
Second semester was better.
Oh, okay.
See how I did that?
I love
Yeah,
you
you did
best
that.
people who read the mouse over text.
What?
Did you see that on XKCD, the Valentine's Day last year? He's like, I love all my readers. And then if the mouse over text was, I love you most, mouse over readers.
If you read the mouse over, you're not even getting half the joke.
Yeah,
You-
if
you
you
know-
don't read it,
It's like
you're missing out on
stupid.
the whole
We're getting
show.
too far into webcomics, but I'm going to do it anyway. Paul pointed out to me on smbc-comics.com, which is really, really funny comics. They actually have a button at the bottom that I've been following this.
aware
I've been
of.
following this for like a year at least.
Mhm.
And there's a button at the bottom that's like a bonus panel that I was just completely oblivious to. It's actually funny. And I went back and I just like read them all again.
I know.
You know what site I've been obsessed with lately?
What?
And it's been a long time, so it's not actually lately. It's been forever. DamnYouAutocorrect.com.
Ah.
Best website of my life.
Oh, that is funny. With the iPhone texts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're basically what they have is people who like used the iPhone autocomplete feature,
Mhm.
and it just autocompletes to horrible things.
Yeah.
You know, a real life thing happened to me just recently, actually.
'Kay.
It autocorrected. I said I was at Moe's, which is a Southwest grill. It's like Subway, but you make burritos.
Southwest Grill.
I like how you use their subheading as like the description.
Well, what is it then?
That's like
Not
a,
the description.
that's like. hold on. I gotta think of a sufficiently silly example.
Just let him talk.
Go to Subway. Eat fresh.
Yeah, it's like Subway. It's this place where you eat fresh. That's what you just did. Anyway,
Well, it makes sense. Okay, but so I was saying
Closer to the
my
mic, Bridges.
dad. I said I'm at Moe's Southwest Grill, but it corrected itself to Moe's Southwest Grill, like with a W.
Wow.
So I was like, autocorrect.
That's hilarious.
this is why we don't let you tell the jokes.
You had a much better one on Skype the other day. I don't remember what it was.
I thought it was funny.
What was that idea for a thing, short that you came up with that was really good? Something about hiring private investigators to track each other.
Yeah, that. Oh, now we can't use that idea.
Yeah, we can.
Basically, Bridges had an idea on Skype. What if we hired 2 private investigators to investigate each other's lives? Like, I wonder what that would come up with.
Like, is this a skit we would do? I hope it's me. Is it me?
Let's all check our phones because we have the same
Yeah,
ringtone.
the thing is that in Mass Effect, when you get a message at your terminal, your person goes, "Commander, you have a new message at your private terminal." I don't know why I made her British. Anyway,
You didn't.
I made her kind of British.
That was a crappy British accent.
That was
there.
horrible. I mean, it was not intentional. Anyway, the point is, we
All
all
your phone beeps whenever you press a button.
we all set that as our text message alerts. Now, whenever we get a text message, we're like, "Oh, it's me, everyone, it's me."
Is it me?
No, it's
me?
It's Paul.
Who
He's
is it?
popular. It's the sideburns.
Well, and he has a girlfriend, so. that
Hey,
helps.
did you want
Wasn't her, though.
to talk more about Chicago, Paul? What was?
So, do you want to talk more about Ash? And I'm like, yes, I do.
So my girlfriend, she's pretty, and she's so pretty, and she's pretty, and
It's really, really pretty.
there's this weird thing sometimes where she's pretty. It's crazy.
My girlfriend is imaginary.
I'm gonna go check the camera. But do you want to briefly explain Chicago for a second?
I keep thinking
It's
you're
a
gonna say
city.
Ashton. It's
You're
amazing.
talking to your
In
DS. Talk to the
Illinois.
mic.
I've been talking
It
to the
got
mic the
burned
whole
down
time.
a couple times, actually.
Put the mic in between
But I mean,
you
it's-
and the
it's like an
DS.
okay place
It's
to
off to the
live.
side right
I mean,
now.
Oh my god, whoa, this is
Like-
way better setup.
Oprah's
Okay.
somewhere,
All right, so
I guess.
Chicago
That's
is a pretty cool thing.
thing.
It was what we did for Model UN. We all basically went down to Chicago, which is a city in a state called Illinois.
You just stole Bridges' explanation.
Basically.
Did he just do that?
Yeah.
You're such a
Rip.
You're such a troll.
Ripped it
Yes.
off. Yeah.
I didn't actually know he said that. That was unintentional.
So were you in like 2 buildings the entire time? The hotel and the
we were-
UN place?
The UN place was the hotel, the Palmer House Hotel. It's a
Oh,
huge.
wow.
It's huge. Very
So
nice hotel.
what, they just like rented out one big place for a
No,
conference room?
there's the whole place is filled with conference rooms. There's 3 or 4 major ones, like the grand ballrooms. There's major ballrooms, and then there's lots of like little
Major ballroom?
smaller committee rooms.
I think they should have like one national conference where you actually go to the UN and
Just
have a session there?
There is one that
There
exists. Yeah, in New York.
I bet it's crazy expensive.
Yeah, it is. We've considered it, but it's a lot of money. So
We're not that good.
We are not that good. But
We'll save that for the Geist schools.
yeah, basically, Model UN is the thing where you simulate the United Nations and debate international politics. Got that out of the way.
Fun.
I had to explain that basically 100 times because we had the night.
Oh yeah, the parents.
Yeah, the parents were like, these are the parents of kids that are going to come to high school, and I have to. We have like this big thing where we convince them to join our clubs.
Recruiting.
They're like, so should my kid join Model UN? He's really shy and he doesn't have great grades. And then I want to say no.
Yeah, Model UN.
Like, no, it's great. You should join. It's blah, blah, blah,
Does he
blah.
like politics?
No.
Then no.
You don't really. We don't. I mean, it's
Is
about
she hot?
politics. Yeah.
It's the UN. If you don't like politics, why would you do it?
I do it. I don't really like politics that much.
I love politics.
But you're
and news.
informed. You like them enough to be informed.
I like it because it's fun. And there was a totally drunk guy at the elevator.
Oh, he was so drunk.
So
and then
drunk.
there was
The
a
drunkest.
like a schizophrenic lady throwing things at pictures.
She was a witch.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you know the full story behind that? 'Cause
No,
I didn't
don't.
actually see it. Okay. Apparently, there was like a lady yelling at photos in the hotel we were at, or she was just like mad at photos or something.
I think she was sitting on one set of stairs. This is what I heard from one of my other friends. She was sitting on a set of stairs, and then she like had this outburst, and she threw like her glasses at the picture or something. She's like, "I hate
Josh, you didn't even go to Chicago, did you?
No, I'm.
But
this
you
is,
heard
this
assault
is
through
entirely hearsay and is invalid in court. But
Stuart did this great
This isn't
thing.
court.
Stuart did this great thing where every time I tried to film footage for my vlog, he would like jump into it and totally ruin it. I'm like, oh, okay.
He wonders why you don't like him.
It's like, oh my god, really?
He's pretty obnoxious.
He's a great leader, though.
So all of those shots on the vlog, like the second after the clip ends, they're Stuart.
Really? You should release an unedited version.
At
of
least
that.
2 or 3 of them. No, I'm not gonna release an unedited version of it.
uncut.
Uncut. Dan's life uncut.
Well, it's a little bit
Unrated.
longer because each clip has like 5 seconds.
Here,
It's a
you
sexy
want
version.
a little taste of Dan's life uncut? All right, shh, quiet, everyone. This is gonna be intense. So last week I was in Chicago. So last week I was in Chicago. So last week I was in Chicago. Where? So last week I was in Chicago. So last week I was in Chicago, where we were at a Model United Nations condom.
That's how it goes.
That's how filming my vlogs is.
That's what you get for talking so
I
fast.
say the same thing over and over and over.
You do that in like regular BGN videos too.
I do. It's just how.
Kind of horrible.
Hey.
And once you get it right, you do it like
It's
10
po-
more times just
it's
in
podcast.
case.
Hey, it's about cat. Hey. The thing is, though, I do a lot of. I'm in acting classes at my school, and you can't do that in live theater. So that's been a problem. I've done that.
You've done that?
Not in rehearsals, never on the actual thing.
That's funny.
Yeah, I gotta break that habit because film acting and stage acting are totally different.
So different.
So different. Like,
They're,
like if this
different
was, if this, I can do this visual. I can do visual jokes now. Watch this. If this was not that different and this was really different, this would be the difference between stage acting and film acting.
You just like went even more.
I know it was.
That's
It was like
crazy.
it was like more than
That's
a lot
like
different.
extremely different.
I know.
Over 9,000 different.
It's like 20. It's like 10 different.
I have a friend who has watched all the seasons of Dragon Ball Z
Do you now?
starting 2 months ago. Has done it in 2 months. You know how many seasons of Dragon Ball Z? there
Why
is?
would you even want to do that at all?
Hey, I have a joke for you. How many Dragon Ball Z characters does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Over
All
9,000?
of them.
No, that's not.
3.
It. That does kind of fit that. What?
All of them.
No,
3.
only one, but it would
4.
take 10 episodes. Because it's true, nothing happens
Yeah, I watched one online, and the entire thing was like 3 people in a car,
the whole
which
time.
doesn't even make sense because they're like this. It looks like this prehistoric landscape, and all of a sudden they have a car.
They
I'm
also
pretty
do
sure it
magic
gets
and fly around.
pretty
so
sure it
it's
gets blown
suspension
up
of
like 2
reality.
episodes later though, with somebody's magic rays from their hands.
They're on the Final Fantasy model where whatever is cool and convenient is in the world.
Yeah. Like cell phones. I'm pretty sure they had cell phones too. They're like, okay, I don't see a cell tower anywhere, and this is a barren landscape. There has to be one somewhere.
Maybe it's a satellite
satellites.
phone.
Aw,
They weren't big enough.
just-
They weren't big enough to be
said it at the
satellite
same
phones.
time, really.
Hey, going back, this is nothing to do with what we... Well, it does, because you guys said satellites.
Nope.
Have you guys seen... Have you guys seen the thing Japan is doing?
Speaking of Japan,
Really?
Pokemon.
Have you?
What do you like to play?
Have you guys? Japan is making this. Essentially, it's a satellite that has these big solar panels on it, right? And it beams solar energy back down to Earth.
You know they've had that in SimCity 3000, like from a long time ago.
That's where the Japan got the idea.
Just now getting around.
Was that
Japan?
made? Was that game made in Japan? There you go. They stole the plans from Japan's version of JASA. Japanese.
I like that.
No, it would still be NASA.
Yeah, it would still be their national program.
So National Aeronautics and Space
but it's
Association.
in Japanese now.
So it'd be JANASA.
But they don't use the English alphabet either. So
It'll be
symbol. Anyway, so
line barf.
But can you imagine? This is gonna be like the coolest. This is like Fallout stuff.
Helios
SimCity
1
stuff.
in real life.
It beams down from space a beam of highly condensed the sun's energy, because our solar panels are actually fairly efficient.
Hopefully it's geosynchronous,
'cause
or
the-
else that could make some problems.
it's
Just like a ray of light going across the earth.
just beams like across the planet.
Melting water as it goes, and then it gets to America, and it's like a line across America.
Then
of
Japan
fire.
just has like a line on the section where it hits them of solar receptors, and then they like just wait for it to come back.
And you think they were done after World War II?
They're like, well, we get a little bit of energy, and the rest of the world gets a nice line through their crap.
Well,
So-
you got nukes,
Tanning.
and we got a solar ray in space.
They have robots that can walk upstairs. All right, they win.
So do we. We can rent them to old people.
We have robots that can walk upstairs.
Asmo.
What's that?
You can rent Asmo for like $100,000 a year.
What is
a
Asmo?
Honda robot.
Asmo is Honda. Honda's a robot that can walk upstairs. That's what you're
No
talking
way.
about. Yeah. You can rent it. If you're a super rich old person and you need a robot that can walk upstairs, you can rent Asmo.
I just assumed they used like that thing from Up, where their chair like attaches to the side and it like cranks.
They
up.
have
well, you
that
can
too.
do that too.
I imagine that's much.
That's if you want to go up the stairs.
Most of my knowledge of the elderly comes from Up. So
So true.
I don't think he ever takes any medicine though in Up, which is a complete misconception because like most old people have like millions of bottles of pills that they have to like
let me just open my Tuesday container. Oh, 53 pills. It's a
No,
light day.
Each bottle of pills that's filled to the top with this mishmash of pills is a different day.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, brandy, pills, brandy.
The way
Don't take with alcohol. Rip.
I ripped off the dope.
Take with alcohol.
The way American culture works now is that if you are under 10 years old or over like 70 years old, you take a ton of pills.
Yeah.
Like we medicate our very young and our very old, and then in between you don't.
Yeah.
Because everyone
think
that's
it's-
under 10 has like autism and several other
I think
things.
it's funny to see people who look like they're completely normal. They act normal, and they might have like asthma, but everywhere they go, they take this Ziploc gallon
know.
bag of like inhalers and pills and stuff. It's like, what is this? And why do you need this?
His asthma.
My asthma.
Asthma.
That was the best.
That was
asthma.
it was a Lord of the Flies reference and a Lord of the Flies reference and a swear word. I wish I could make jokes without flubbing.
You cursed.
I cursed.
He said ath.
He said it.
He fed it. He
I
fed
heard
it.
him.
Oh my gosh.
He said the ath word.
I used to know a kid. Who,
Whoa.
Whoa! I know, right? I used to know a kid who wouldn't say Astros because it has the donkey. It has ass in it.
Donkey word.
I
We already said ass.
I was like, maybe I should censor it. No, that's dumb.
Didn't before the podcast
I got a
started, you said,
moonstone.
don't swear.
I did say don't swear, but that's like not even a swear.
what does the moonstone evolve?
It allowed me to turn my Nidorina into a Nido Queen.
But do you have any
Yeah,
arena?
that's a
Yes, I
little. They had a whole episode on Pokemon about the ethicality of that, right?
the ethicality of what?
What's
of,
the
of using
ethicality?
stones to evolve Pokemon.
What's
I
the
don't want Pokemon
ethicality
to
of
get stoned, that'd be
ethicality?
weird.
No, you remember the ethicness, the ethical.
Oh, I thought you said ethicality,
Ethic
like
implication.
defecation,
No,
defecality.
because remember there was that episode where there was that Eevee, and he's like, I don't want to evolve.
Oh yeah, that kid.
That was
Eevee.
like
And his
the
big brother was
most.
like, evolve your Eevee, pick my stone.
Yeah, and they're like, no, pick my stone. And the other one's like, pick my stone. He was fat.
Pick my stone.
And yeah, and then Eevee's like, I don't want to evolve because I'm an Eevee, and all I can actually say is Eevee. But
He's like,
I want to get an Eevee.
no, you don't.
Like, it's my dream to have a party completely made of Eevee forms.
Don't Eevees evolve into Ninetales? Because that's like my
No,
favorite.
That's Vulpix.
No, that's Vulpix. I have a Vulpix.
crap.
I'm gonna evolve it into a Ninetales once I get a Firestone.
Ninetales are pro.
But won't
That's why I
your
named it
won't your
Naruto.
won't your Vulpix be sad?
What?
Who
Won't your
cares?
Vulpix
Why
be
would my
sad?
Vulpix be sad?
Because it doesn't want to be a Ninetales.
Paul has
My
never
Vulpix
worried
wants to be a
about
Ninetales.
ethicality.
If it wanted to be a Ninetales, it would
nor
evolve
will
into a
he
Ninetales.
ever.
No,
do
it
not-
needs a Firestone.
Stop it. You cannot connect Bluetooth
It's like asking why Wizard
to your iPhone.
can't do magic without a wand.
Well, they can't do magic without a wand because they can actually.
Even if they want to do magic.
What?
They can do magic without.
How
a
did we
wand.
get from Pokemon to something about doing magic with a wand?
Stop with the thing. Oh my God, Bridges.
You're not even
He keeps,
contributing to the
putting his foot up. I
conversation.
just expect him to start rapping and doing his homework. What's
You're
a vaccine?
So good. I wear my
Pay
pants.
attention. Attention. I found erasing that. Blah!
On a soft table.
Do it on your time, then.
Okay. I didn't really.
Not paying him.
I didn't really think this out.
Oh my god.
I am not paying you, so that's good news.
It's a good thing.
I want to be paid.
What?
I'm leaving if I don't get paid.
Okay. What other what are some games coming out? Anything you guys
There
want to talk
are
about
literally
gaming-wise?
no good games coming out that
Not-
I know of.
I know it's not coming out. Guitar Hero.
Woo. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not coming out.
Guitar Hero got canceled forever.
Good.
Um.
I'm glad.
Wait, and Rock Band got sold earlier.
What was that game?
Harmonix.
What was that game that came out
There we
that
go.
was it was Guitar Hero, but every different fret on
That-
every single string
was Rock Band
was a
3.
button.
That was Rock Band 3.
Rock Band 3.
Yeah.
Is that in stores now?
Yeah, you can buy that.
Why would you want to?
Harmonix got sold, by the way. That's Harmonix is the people that make Rock Band.
Harmonix?
Is it Harmonix?
Harmonix.
It's Harmonix.
Anyway,
it's an I.
that company
Harmonix.
got sold for $12.
$12.
$12, and the new company assumed all of their debt, which was substantial.
Wow.
Activision did not want it.
That was not Activision. That was EA. EA had Rock Band.
Activision has Guitar Hero,
and Activision has
maybe.
Guitar Hero. Yeah.
which is made by some stupid studio.
I don't know that studio.
They're probably gone now.
The same music game every year.
They
Inc.
probably got canceled with DJ Hero.
DJ Hero is not looking good either. They're-
Did
Yeah,
anybody
I-
expect it to be
I
good?
played it. It wasn't fun.
we,
played it
we
and I was like,
to be
what
fair, we
is
played it
this?
at Gen Con, which was not the greatest environment to play that in, I'm sure.
I played it elsewhere.
You played it elsewhere?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's not fun anywhere.
I played at Best Buy.
It's not fun in a chair. It's not fun with a fox. It's not fun with a box.
At Best Buy, I played both Connect and Move, and was wholly unimpressed with both.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you-
so much.
yeah.
like 10.
Like
I
bad.
know Move sucks because it's just a Wii with the PS3 graphics.
Yeah.
But the Connect, I
Doesn't it-
expected to suck from the beginning.
It doesn't even really have the PS3 graphics, because for whatever reason, they're just being lazy on those games.
Well, yeah, because they suck.
There's one game coming out for the Move that I'm excited about, Sorcery.
Yes.
I'm hoping
Yes.
that might be the game that convinces me to throw the money at it. But
would you
right
wanna-
now, there's absolute garbage on
Why
it.
would you want to throw money at a peripheral just for one game?
Because it looks really good.
Because you swing a magic wand and spells happen.
It's like Harry
Whoa,
Potter.
it's like Harry Potter, but you get to use a stick controller instead of a. normal controller.
Killzone 3 that just came out, had a move. You could play it with Move, and apparently that worked fairly well. But you were just better with the controller, so it's like, well, why use Move?
Right.
But apparently that did work fairly well. So that tells me maybe shooters in the future will be able to correctly implement it.
Hopefully not.
I don't know.
Why hopefully not?
It
Why
might
would
be
you be
okay.
against
I hate-
the peripheral?
I hate this motion stuff.
Here's the worst thing about the Move: the people that make Heavy Rain, which is Quantic Dream, they stopped making their new game, which was going to be like Heavy Rain,
To make move enabled.
to make
heavy
Move
rain.
enabled
Oh,
Heavy
why?
Rain. And they spent like so much time and money on it. I'm like, you are the most brilliant developers of the past year.
But you're dumb.
Why are you making stupid stuff?
Clean
Censorship.
version.
Yeah.
We can dub. What is it? Explicit version. Is that what they call it on iTunes?
Yeah. No, we're not gonna do that. We're keeping it on the clean level. Me and Paul played a little bit along with Thomas, who's not here. We played the Rift beta. You want to talk about that, Paul?
I love the Rift beta. All right, so Rift
Didn't
is
you
on-
say Rift was like next Monday or Tuesday?
the Rift? Well, Rift does this thing with its betas where it releases them in like half-week long segments.
That's dumb.
So like what?
So it's not like a
So you get to play it for like 3 days and
So
then
it's
it
not an
turns off again.
ongoing open beta. What they do is they release bits of content at a time, have it go on for 6 or 7 days, just testing that specific area.
What is it all online?
Yeah, it's all online.
I guess that's why they can shut it down. I was gonna say if it's not, then they can. I guess that's a good way to update it though.
Okay, but the thing about Rift is it takes a different approach to the class system than, like, say, WoW would.
Okay,
Like, with WoW you have 9 classes, is it? Or is it 10? I don't know.
something like
But
that.
with WoW, you've got the 10 classes, and you've got the talent trees that you can spec into them. So it's like you kind of have like 3 different classes within each class.
Right.
What Rift does is Rift only has 4 classes.
Whoa.
But each class has 8 different talent trees.
No way.
And you can spec into up to...
This is a big deal, people. big deal.
32 different.
So you can spec up into 3 of them at a time, and each talent tree is effectively a class.
So you can
yes.
so you can tri-spec.
So so you can try spec
Instead of just
literally
dual
hundreds
specking.
and thousands of possibilities.
Wow.
Yeah, that was. Well, I'm assuming in the later levels the subclasses will be a lot more specific. In the early game, a lot of the classes are the same. So
From level 1 to 8, a lot of the
yeah,
classes have similar
I'm
abilities.
just pointing out that they're pretty similar. So I'm
There's
assuming.
only so many ways to have damage spell.
Well, I had essentially the same spell 4 times, and that's something I wasn't very happy about in the early game.
Isn't that normal?
But a lot of MMOs do have bad early games. I don't know.
Yeah, it really just wasn't impressive as far as things
Yeah.
go.
Your iPhone is
Were we supposed to sign,
non-responsive.
like, some sort of non-disclosure.
Oh yeah, we did sign an NDA. They can sue us if they want. Good luck.
Yeah, whatever.
Um,
It's not an NDA if it's an open beta.
it's not it's a it's closed beta.
It's very much closed, Josh.
So you'll just have to
Very much
bleep that
closed.
whole section.
No, it's
Rift is
Okay, here's the thing. So many people are in it. Like it's been broken.
There's information
It's
all
been
over the place. It's
broken
on YouTube.
literally
It's-
millions of times. It's
Then why would they make you sign an NDA in a
I don't know.
futile
For this-
attempt?
For the lulz.
what they did is just in case you made like the most angry video of all time, they would have the authority
And you
to
made
take
lots
it
of
down.
money off of it.
And you made lots of money off of it. They would have they were just covering their butts. Anyway, now that we're getting over our potential future legal trouble.
Like, you know how, like, the first couple moments of a game are really what defines whether or not you're going to play it for a long amount of time?
World of Warcraft makes a great first introduction.
Yes. This kind of did.
Doesn't.
No.
Like, I was hoping for something new and exciting, maybe, not go kill 10 snow moose.
So many
Honestly-
snow moose.
Honestly, when I saw the cover art for Rift, I did not like it.
You're gonna base it off the cover art.
Cover art's a big
A
deal.
lot of really good games had
Actually,
really terrible
I
cover
wrote
art.
about that on The Escapist.
They did about the cover art.
About
But-
not the cover art of Rift,
Oh,
just
okay.
cover art in general.
But
yeah,
the Rift cover art, I will give it that it is accurate. It depicts a sorcerer guy with lightning bolts and everything, and this big stone lettering. Very, very MMO, which is why I don't like it.
The orange box is tremendous and has terrible cover art. So,
But it has portal themed cover art, which makes it awesome.
well, it's got it's so bad. It's got like the 3 little segments and then
Like,
just,
what is
mostly
with
orange.
us with floating heads? Like, that's our thing.
Yeah.
In America.
I don't know. Anyway, Rift though the interesting concept behind Rift is that the rifts themselves. Basically, what happens is every once in a while in the open world, these rifts will open. This video is going on forever. Anyway, these rifts in the open world will open up, and waves of enemies will come out. And essentially,
Just randomly,
yeah, they'll open up randomly in the world.
That-
And they're essentially
like in cities or like.
not in cities, like
Okay.
just in the world.
There are set locations where it opens up, like, in general.
Yeah. Anyway, and they're basically like open group quests. Like, because anyone that's there,
Have you ever played Warhammer Online?
So
It's like that.
no,
Public
our
quest-wise.
we have to queue for those. Those have like specific starts in
Public
it.
quests?
Those have like specific starts
Rifts
and
have
ends.
starts and ends.
crap.
But I mean,
they have different stages.
just knock over everything.
Everything,
John.
just oh my god, the whole studio.
Well, but with those, it's like we're beginning and now we're ending. With the rifts, it's like people can come in mid-turn.
Yeah.
It blocks once the Warhammer ones start. No, people can't join.
Yes, you
right?
can.
You can walk into them.
You can walk into them. You just are less likely to get like the good prizes.
Oh, I guess I'm
Contribution-wise.
misremembering that.
A little bit.
Anyway,
Well, there were some where that was true.
There
We
were?
got to a certain stage and you couldn't enter in anymore.
okay. Well, basically, what happens is waves of enemies come, and then anyone that's there can help fight them. And the farther you get, the better your rewards are, which is kind of cool concept in itself. I don't think I'm going to buy it based on that concept alone.
It's a cool concept. I don't think they implemented it as well as they could have.
Yeah, I don't know. I've said it about 100 times on the previous podcast. We never posted, but I'm going to say it again. Old Republic is the only MMO for me.
Yeah, but I mean, they keep pushing that back.
No, they didn't. It's still spring, right?
No,
Oh,
Not at all.
they pushed it.
they pushed it.
When is it now?
Well, I mean, they're calling it fiscal 2012, I believe, which is second half of 2011,
Okay. Well,
At the
okay.
earliest.
They pushed it back a fourth of a year at the earliest.
which means. Oh, and also news. Blizzard announced that they will not be having any major games coming out this year.
Woo!
So people hoping for Diablo 3 or Heart of,
Not gonna happen.
or Heart of the Swarm, those are coming out 2012.
People waiting for Diablo 3 just die. like
really?
it's not gonna happen. Just put yourself out of your misery.
There's no way that's going to occur.
Sorry about that whole mess. It was a call from work.
Call from work.
Yeah.
Where they're like, Josh, you should be here. Oh my god! And you're like, I got my other unpaid job.
No, I
like,
did
"Oh,
have
okay."
that happen once. I was playing guitar in my basement, and I didn't know I had to work that day. They were like, "Here!" No, JK, they were like, hey, you're scheduled. Is there any reason you need to come in, or you need to not come in? I was like, no, sorry, I just forgot. So that I
Fire.
got ready and went.
Oh,
It was really exciting.
I had this thing once where I came home on a BGN day and Josh was there and I was talking to him and then I got this call and it turned out that I was supposed to pick up the girl I babysit for and I had forgot and then I had to go do it and then I came back.
Hey, that was today.
That was earlier.
Yeah. And I listened
We just had a
to
moment right
bunch
there.
of-
It was nice.
I listened to a bunch of Bridges techno that you labeled as crap.
Yeah, I have an iTunes playlist for Bridges music because Bridges composes all of our music. IndustrialNemesis.com or endnem.com. INDNEM.com.
Self-promotion. I guess Bridges.
Bridges, he asked me to do it so much.
This podcast is brought to you by indnem.com, where you can get all of your great techno needs.
and
your
diet
loved ones.
soda.
There's no diet soda.
I can't actually pronounce my website name. It's like really hard to do.
Indnem, because there's
Indnem.
like 5 pronouns.
Just call it Inum.
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 Indinem.
Indenim.
Or
Indinem.
what are the
Inum.
what are letters like
Vietnam.
K and R? They're not vowels. They're consonants.
There we go.
There we go.
One of those letters
That's it.
like A and R.
Hey, you didn't know either. I said K and R.
K and R? I thought you said A and R. I'm like, pirate letters?
R.
Is K a pirate letter?
Oh, well, I thought he said A.
Oh.
I was confuzzled. Nice one.
That's empty.
Okay, so we have the show to film today, so we should probably end the podcast. It's been great. We'll be doing these mostly every week, along with the show.
Yep.
Anything you guys want to say before we go? No?
No.
Yes.
If you do have any questions or comments on the podcast that you want us to mention during next week's podcast, you can put them in the comments.
Yeah, that's actually an excellent point.
Assuming this actually gets posted.
Any questions or comments or topics that you'd like us to talk about, feel free to post those in the comments
like
below.
like
on the YouTube video.
even the "you suck" comments, we appreciate those.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
Not those.
I do. They're good.
I press the like button on those
especially
comments.
when you say, "I hope you go cry and play video games." I do that sometimes. It's nice.
So you support our hobbies.
Yeah. We do like the creative trolling. But anyway, not to encourage trolling anymore. We'll see you all next week.
It's
probably.
It's funny because
We haven't
Bridges will
actually
probably
seen
log
we'll
on
see
to his
us.
YouTube account and say just that on the profile.
I just imagine anyone that ever says something bad on our videos is Bridges on another account.
yeah.
Eh,
Right.
I only
okay.
have 3
And then it's
accounts.
funny.
And for real this time, bye.